We're back out on the scene in KCK today to resume their search for evidence in the disappearance of star Boomer. Witnesses say that Boomer was dragged out of a bar by two men 20 years ago and was never seen again. It was 10 years ago that a young mother in the Northland disappeared.
Shon Pernice is now in prison serving time for the death of his wife, Renee. But it was during that investigation, detectives wondered if he might be involved in the disappearance of star Boomer as well.
KCTV5's Amy Anderson is live in KCK with the latest on the strange twist. Amy.
Well, Ellen and Brad, work is wrapping up for the day out here on the scene. Investigators have been out here looking for evidence in the disappearance of star Boomer. But it was just about a block away from where we're standing right now that Shon Pernice lived right around the same time that star Boomer disappeared. We talked with him on the phone from prison about the latest developments.
20 years, 1999, I believe.
From prison, Shon Pernice reacted to the developments in the star Boomer case.
It's relief because I want closure for that family that are suffering from a missing person because I dealt with the same issue being a perpetrator. And I did that to a family, so I would want their family to have closure too.
It was around the same time star Boomer disappeared. Pernice lived on the same street and would occasionally see her.
I would go down to that bar that was called, I believe, Nobody's Business or Uncle Mike's at the time. I'd been down there, I drank beer down there, and I'd seen her from time to time, but we never really engaged in any conversation or anything.
On the night Boomer disappeared, Pernice was in the bar. He says he saw a man assault her.
Went down there to have some beers, and she got into an altercation with another individual, and he slugged her. She fell off the bar stool. She was right next to me when that happened.
Pernice, who was a medic at the time, says he grabbed a first aid kit from home and treated Boomer's arm injury. It is believed Pernice was one of the last people who ever saw her alive. Fast forward 10 years, and police investigating the disappearance of Renee Pernice wondered if Shon might be connected to Boomer's disappearance as well.
At that time, I was angry about it, but given to what I was currently being investigated for, it was what you do as an investigator is you look at all the pieces, and yeah, that happened in the past, so of course you're going to link me to it.
In the years since Pernice has been in prison, detectives have traveled to talk with him more about Boomer. They addressed that fact at yesterday's press conference.
Detective Carpenter and I did interview him since he's been in prison, so he is a witness, but at this point he is not a suspect.
I always wondered, where they buried her or where they put her. We had some ideas because the individuals that were allegedly did this, I remember that they came back in the bar and they were covered in dust from a rock quarry is what we originally thought.
And detectives will resume their search tomorrow. Reporting live tonight in Kansas City, Kansas, Amy Anderson, KCTV5 News.